real estate. Let's take everything you learned in school and throw it out the window, and let's learn how to actually make money and lead generate and prospect and show some houses, get some clients, do what you went to school for, which is to sell real estate. You went to school, you learned how to pass the test. You must have been good at it because you're here, which means you've passed the exam probably. You've joined KW Morristown, great choice, and you want to know, what do I do? It's overwhelming to start. I totally understand that. So use this guide here as kind of like your playbook for your first 90 days in real estate. The idea is every single row on here is an actionable item, an action for you to take with a corresponding checkbox. So on the left here, you'll see the action for you to take. On the right-hand side, there's direct links, or there's a link to a YouTube video or a how-to or whatever content we're talking about for this step. And when you're done with it, you can check it off and you can move on to the next one. Or you can skip around, but that way you'll know you've completed that action. So this was designed with new agents in mind. First 30 days, what are some things that I need to do, the basics to get myself up and running, to build my foundation in real estate and get to my first transaction. So for me, as your coach or potentially your coach, whether it's me or somebody else, doesn't really matter. We'd really like to see you get through the first 7 steps here on this Learn 30 page here. So you want to scroll down and start looking at these 7 steps here. We really want you to have access to Bright MLS before we have our first meeting. The reason is that's your last fee, your last hurdle to actually being an agent. You can't really sell real estate without having access to Bright. You've got to have access to the MLS. That's where properties are listed. That's what Bright is. And you'll see that as a step here on this checklist. So unfortunately, a lot of your time in the first couple weeks as a brand new agent are waiting for the state of New Jersey, waiting for the local board of realtors before you can get into Bright. But those are the last things you have to pay for to get started in real estate, and a reminder for these fees and what they are right here. You can click on this link here. It'll take you over to the same document that Liz hands out all the time here in the office, explaining what those fees are. There's lots of videos here as well explaining what these different things are and why you need to pay for them. But ultimately, we want to see you get through these 7 steps and then schedule a meeting with your coach so we can have a one-on-one, learn about you, and figure out what is the best path for you, depending on what your goals are. What are we doing with your real estate license? Are you jumping in full-time? Do you have a sphere? Do you know anything about real estate? Or are you starting totally from the ground? We want to learn you so we can tailor the plan, tailor the playbook to meet what's going to work best for you based on your goals. So come through here, complete these 7 steps, and schedule an appointment with your coach. This is your sheet. You can mess with it however you want. You want to change the layout here, check these off. You want to type notes in for yourself. It's all yours. As a brand new agent, you're going to live primarily in the Learn 0 to 30 and the Earn 30, 60, 90. The one thing that I'll say is, we don't want these things to get in the way of you doing the only thing that really matters in real estate, which is lead generating. So you need to get through these 7 steps so you can at least sell, because if you're lead generating and you can't actually go and show homes, that's not very helpful. But after that, I don't want to see these things, all of these items, all of these things for you to do get in the way of lead generating and prospecting. So do this when you're not lead generating. But just because you're done these 7 steps, or maybe you're waiting between maybe you paid for your Nexus dues and now you need to wait a few days before you can join Bright, you can come down here and see there's lots of things for you to do as a brand new agent that don't require you being licensed, like getting your headshot taken, adding the staff to your contact list. You can come to any of the trainings, watch any of the recordings while you wait for your license to hit, while you wait to get into Bright. You can do all of this stuff while you wait. So some agents come through here and they knock all of these things out within the first day or 2. Some agents take a long time. It's at your pace, of course, but it's really meant to be a guide. What do I do? I have no idea what to do. Did you check off every single item on here? Did you click on the Earn tab? Did you do this? Take these actions, these specific actions to clean up your database, to start building your database, to learn how to lead generate, how to prospect, how to work your sphere, how to build rapport, and how to become the successful agent that I know you probably want to be. So take a look at this. Again, it's yours. Scroll down here and start checking items off as you go through. Your coach will have access to this as well. So typically when you meet with your coach, we're going to be in this together so we can go over things together. track your activity, that type of thing, depending on what your goals are. So take a look, get through steps 1 through 7 and then beyond if you can, and set up a meeting with your coach. And I look forward, if it's me, to meeting you and to getting started here at KW Morristown and selling some houses. So good luck. If you have any questions, let us know.